Good morning, everyone. It's still morning, right? Yeah, no, it's afternoon. I'm so used to going on at 10 o'clock in the morning. And today we have a special show. We have a show with Delaware committee members, and it's a jam-packed show with lots of information. Delaware Carnival is happening, I think it's the 16th or 17th of this month. And so much in store for you. You know, this is a big carnival, so we want everyone to know, what to expect, especially the vendors, people who are attending, and, all that good stuff. So this show that I have today, it's a special show. Besides, Delaware coming on and interviewing with me, I'm going to have at least like 5 or 6 people, and that's a first for my show. All right. This is a new series that we have, and I have to big up islandvibe.net for our app that we have. So you can have it on your phone, please, not while you're driving, but if you're driving and you could do a Bluetooth, then you could listen to us. So go, if you have an Apple iPhone, you could go on the Apple app and stream us. Just type in islandvibe.net, I think, or islandvibe, VYBE, and you'll be able to see us. All right. I have a lots of news for you. There's the Olympics that's going on. We had a hurricane that just left us. It went to the Caribbean, it wreaked havoc, and parts of the States also got it as well. Thank God it didn't hit us as hard as some of the storms, right? But I have so much in store for you, so keep it locked. I'll be back with my members. I'll be back with the news, and make sure and download the app so you can hear us anywhere you go. So that's Island VYBE. Download the app. You could chat with us on the app as well. I could see you speaking to me, so I'll be able to answer back. I can multitask, so we'll have at least you can see the other members on there. You can meet them, speak to DJs, and get connected. All right. If you tune in and you want to look at us on YouTube, just go to Island Vibe. Just type in Island Vibe. You go to that YouTube page, or you could go to Nikki G The Voice, or go to Table Talk Show with Nikki G The Voice. Type that in and add us. Add us on Instagram and Facebook. That's Island Vibe, VYBEP. That's for Philly. And you could also add me, Nikki G The Voice, on Instagram, or Table Talk Show with Nikki G. Okay? Keep it locked for more. We'll be right back.
Some take this carnival lightly. The way we laugh and dance and smile. How melody rolls out of us like the waves crashing all over the hearts of mankind. If you only knew what we've been through, you would understand how amazing our joy is, and what a marvel it is to be a Caribbean.
May your heart find peace anywhere you come from. Coulda up, you coulda down. Blessings on my nation. This city can't hold me. My vibe's too high, and my heart it told me jump right now. You will touch the sky. Feel my love unfolding like a laughing flame. All who did not know me when not done, they gon' know the name.
in 1 minute, we're going to go back live.
Let me start the bacchanal. Come and join the Island Vibe family at Chalmers Park Playground, North 29th and Chalmers for our second annual Caribbean Food Fest from 1 to 7 p.m. Great foods from the islands of Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad, Antigua, Grenada, and many more. Music by Island Vibe D.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in live to Nikki G on Table Talk Show or Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice, on islandvibe.net. I just mentioned that we have an app right now that you can download. So you could go download the app, enjoy it while if you're driving, make sure you do the Bluetooth so you can hear us. And if you want to see us, you could go on YouTube, either Island Vibe on YouTube or Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice. All right. I want to welcome my guests, everyone from Delaware Committee. They're going to be speaking with us very soon. And I just want to give you some highlights that happened over the summer. This is a new season for me on this show. And there's so much that has happened, right? We had our carnival in Philly. We also had Jersey City Carnival. I'm from Jersey City. So, anybody that went to Jersey City Carnival, you could give us your feedback and let us know how that went. Philly Carnival was extraordinary. I had a good time. That was probably my second or third time attending that. And the atmosphere was good. Everybody was receptive. Food vendors were there. And it was delightful, to see costumes and the parade of the bands and the trucks and all that. We also have something that's happening in Philly very soon, which is our food fest. And our food fest is happening on the 11th. Let me get that information, which is going to be at Chalmers Park. It starts at 1 p.m. It's 29th and Chalmers Avenue. We're going to have amazing American and Caribbean cuisines. I'm eyeing the wontons. We have lots in store for you. It's a family fun day, so you're going to have games and so much happening. All right. And that's August the 11th. We had a hurricane that passed by. A lot of different social media advocates and news media and everyone is, coming together for the hurricane relief. And that's for Bevel. That happened recently, and that was a Category 5. So I know everybody's been seeing that. Our news these days is social media. So you should just go on social media or your news and find out who's helping out, doing fundraisers and so forth. I know it passed through St. Vincent, Jamaica, Trinidad, and other islands, Carriacou. Happening over there.
Recording in progress.
4th of July Macy's parade just went by, and it was spectacular. It was on the Hudson. Since I'm from Jersey, Jersey usually have the Jersey side, and then they had the Macy's. If you went further up on the heights, you could see what was happening in Macy's. So that was another highlight, and it was amazing. If you enjoy fireworks and hanging out with the family, and we were on the Hudson down by Exchange Place. So that was really spectacular to see. All right. And we have so much in store for you. There's a lot going on in the Caribbean community. We just celebrated Caribbean Heritage Month that United States declared some time ago, but we celebrated it this year. And they had lots going on. All right. So I would like to welcome my committee members from Delaware. I'm not sure who's on right now. Daphne, Evely, Ray. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hello, yes, this is Eve. I'm one of the founders and currently at the treasurer.
Okay, very good. And Eva Lee? Yeah. Ray, we getting a little feedback. We can't hear you too well.
Yeah, because I'm driving right now. My name is Ray Jerry. I'm one of the co-founders of CCA, Caribbean Culture Awareness, and I'm also the vice president.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right, so we want to dive into how it started. And, you know, I'm not sure who would want to. Ray, would you like to tell us how you started with the Carnival Committee and the history of everything, how it was established?
Okay.
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, driving right now, and I know my service is not that great.
Yeah.
I want to pull over, so I'm trying to see where
the
it
best.
looks good, and I will pull over.
All right. So anyone?
Well, I can jump in. I'm sorry, there's going to be a little bit of feedback on my background, so I'll be quick.
Okay.
I moved to when we originally from Trinidad, lived in New York, then I relocated to Delaware, and I did not see the Caribbean culture the way in Delaware, the way I felt it and saw it in New York. So my husband and I'm Eve Jerry and he's Ray Jerry. We decided to talk it over, form this organization and group in people that are like-minded like us, who love the culture, love the tradition, who are Caribbean affiliated, and we started doing different type of events. We have a flag raising ceremony that's the 4th year celebrating Caribbean American Heritage Month in June, and we have do community events, and we're teaching anyone who's willing to learn or listen about just showing appreciation, education, and gearing up to run some programs to just continue building up on the Caribbean. And anybody else want to add on to that, please feel free.
Yeah, Daphne, since we're seeing.
Right. Yeah, so just to piggyback off of what Ivan was saying, yeah, we noticed also too here in Delaware, we noticed there wasn't too much of a diversity when it comes to Caribbean culture. So we felt like there was a lot of islands that was missing. There's so much to the Caribbean culture that people here in the state of Delaware don't really know about too much. So one of our reasons for starting too is to get people more familiar with the other Caribbean islands as well and what they have to offer and the different cultures. And with this tool, what we're realizing is that times changing. We had more foreigners, Caribbean people that came to the U.S. in the, let's say, 80s, 70s. So now all the children are growing up and their grandchildren, and a lot of them aren't taken to the culture, the Caribbean culture. So one of our jobs is to keep people informed and teach people, other than even if you're not Caribbean and you're interested, to show people the different diversity of cultures of the different islands. And if you guys take a look at our organization, we have a lot of diversity in our organizations. We have Haitians, Barbados, Jamaican, Trinidad, I believe Jose, Cuba. So we kind of have it mixed up to help bring forth that diversity that's needed.
Okay. All right. And how do you keep people informed? Like, besides your Instagram, could you go into a little detail of how you get that message across?
Well, we've been doing a lot of fundraisers where we expose the different diversities of the cultures. We do a lot of events, and that's what led us up to the carnival. You know, every month, you know, we try to do something. You know, whether it's through the foods, the entertainment, you know.
We also have a website too that we update frequently with keeping people informed, and that's going to be at usacca.org.
All right, that's usacca.org.
That's correct.
All right, perfect. Yeah, because you find within let's say different states, right? I'll use Jersey for instance, because I know in New York they have flyers in different how should I say, like roti shops or West Indian places or markets or billboards, or you know, they have it posted and so forth. Some will have them on their website, and a website is a good asset for those things, you know. I realize in my town you will get it in those areas, but sometimes people are not aware, and I think radio stations play a huge asset when it comes to this, because people listen to the radio, you know? So when you have a commercial or you have a flyer, or you have anything up, then people know, okay, you know what? We're going to have a carnival. We're going to be prepared for it. This is what's happening. Do you do like research into what people are looking for, or emulate what happens in the Caribbean in your carnival?
We absolutely do. Our executive director, Evelyn Fenty Marcel, is on the phone. I'm not sure if she's going to chime in, but she is, she has a way of collecting a lot of data. She has run a couple of surveys out to the community to see exactly, pinpoint if they know about the Caribbean Carnival, what they're looking for. She has sent out some information out to different other organizations. And just so she has a really detailed data breakdown of feedback that we've gotten from the Delaware community.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
This is Anne Michelle Holder. And I'll piggyback off of what Yvonne was just saying. A lot of it is reaching out to the different organizations. I found that really helpful. Philly, especially here on the East Coast, in the East Coast corridor, it helps us a lot. And we are trying to fill that gap between, let's say, Virginia, Washington, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Philly, yours, local, Jersey City, New York, Boston. We're trying, because for some reason we felt there was a break there along the Eastern Corridor. So what we have been doing is reaching out to these different carnivals and putting the word out there other than social media. And I find that it has been, it's working also, because I myself and my other, the rest of the group, I've gotten a lot of feedback, and people have been, you know, calling, let's do this. Could I be involved in this? So it's out there, and I would keep saying the other carnivals, the other committees, reach out to them, and that's what we've been doing.
Oh, nice. All right. So you reach out to the other committee members of different towns.
Exactly.
For them to help. That's great. That's great.
Because of us, we still have like an octopus. We have a one tentacle here, one tentacle there, including in Delaware. And with that kind of experience, we reach back out to the people that we know.
I think that's good. Collaborations are really good, because then you could spread it out, you know. I mean, I don't know if anybody's been to New York Carnival recently, but you find, I mean, I guess because of different political reasons, different things that's happening, you know, research, the way how your organization has come together to make this something that's grand. Every town needs this in order to emulate either what you're doing or what we're doing in the Caribbean, or even in Miami right now. I know Canada has their carnival as well, and everybody's going down there, you know, and people are looking forward to costumes, not just T-shirts, bands. I just want to jump on the costumes for a second. What type of bands do you have? Do you have costume bands, and how many bands do you have?
Again, that would be me. I'm the band director. We have at least 9. And as Ray said, it's extremely diverse. We have what we may call pretty masks, you know, feathers and bling and all that stuff. We have a couple of T-shirts. We try to keep it to the authentic, feathers and what we see today. We have a couple of T-shirts, but other than that, we have African. We actually bring all the culture in. We have that. We have steppers, you know, but we have mainly bands. And just let me say, we try, even though maybe it's the first year we allow a couple of T-shirts, we're trying to keep it as costumes, because that, if it's anything, we know that is carnival. That is carnival.
Yes, exactly. That's what people want to see. They want to see the costumes. You know, of course, they want to have a good time and jump up in the band, and the music makes a difference as well. You know, your DJs.
Exactly. Exactly. And currently we have 9 bands and still have people knocking at our door. Could we? So we're still vetting, you know, so to speak. We're still out there. Our deadline has passed.
Oh, it
but
has.
We are still taking some considerations.
Okay. And I was just about to ask you that about the deadlines. You're still taking people. You're still taking
like
band
I
leaders.
said, with some considerations. Some unfortunately, we may have to say, well, please don't forget us. Come next year.
Yeah.
But some, if we're able, because of their diversity,
if I could chime in for a minute. Sorry. I have a little bit of a sore throat, but I'm actually Evilly Fenty Marcel. I apologize, my voice is a little hoarse, but we're still, you know, it's our first year. And because it's our first year, this is just our introduction to Carnival. And what we wanted to do was do a soft introduction, because we know that we're looking forward to growing and scaling and doing all those wonderful things. But we wanted to make sure that on our first year, we really had an opportunity to show everybody something different, as Ray started with earlier. Show everybody something different than what I like to call it the whispers. What they have come to know is Carnival. We wanted to show them the authentic look of Carnival, and we really wanted to make sure that people had that feeling, that authentic feeling, like if they were to go to Carnival in the islands on that day. What we know, the family-oriented version of Carnival, where you would have traditional costumes and the look and the feel of that unity that we all know everybody goes to vacation and goes to the Caribbean to feel. That is our hope for this Carnival. And that's what we are focused on for this year. As far as the bands go, you know, we are grateful, and like you mentioned earlier, we are very grateful. We love collaboration, and it took a lot of work for us to get here. We've been building to this for several years, and so we really hope to continue to build. But for this year, it is our soft introduction, and we really wanted to keep it specific. We were very particular. We were very methodical. We thought about it. We spoke about it. We collaborated, and we're going to execute, and we're going to hope to give everybody a beautiful show.
Oh, very nice. I have one of my listeners asking, what's the dates for Delaware, and does it have a build-up such as events?
Yeah, the dates we also have a Juve. The Juve is August 16th. That'll be held in Townsend, and the carnival is August 17th. The carnival starts at 11 and ends at 7. The carnival is free to everyone. We're also having a concert. You know, we have Marsville, J Dell, Fire B, Lena Ora, local artist, and Guap Star, which is a local artist as well.
Yeah.
Our host is D Life, you know, from New York.
Yeah, I know
And all right, and all that is free to the people, to the public.
Eclipse
And
International Band.
Right. Also, we also have Eclipse Band that will be performing as well.
Oh, live. Oh, okay.
Live band, yes.
Good. Yeah, you have some very fire entertainment there. They're also asking about pan. Do you have any pan in the city? Is there something?
Not yet. We were working on that for this year, but you know, time kind of got caught up with us with, you know, trying to get the pan set up. So for this year, we were unable to do the pan stuff, but definitely 2025, we would definitely have pan for 2025.
Very nice. All right. I see Daphne. Daphne, would you like to introduce yourself and say something about what you do within the organization?
Sure, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. Daphne LeBlanc, I am a director of operations, so I kind of touch everybody's department, kind of stay in the know, making sure everyone, you know, support all of the different committees, all of the different, you know, setup crews, all of the different leaders. We call them section leaders, you know, because we've got the band directors. We had, you know, everyone's doing their thing. Everybody's leading their committees. And I just help support that. But in addition, I oversee the volunteers. So, you know, soliciting, recruiting, marketing for volunteers, because we certainly can't do it by ourselves. We need as many people as possible, so we continue to reach out. We just had a volunteer meeting the other night, very well attended, and you know, people are excited and they were willing to help, and that was the best part. You know, it was just amazing to see. You know, I mean, friends and family, of course, are here to support us, and we appreciate the love. But strangers were calling us and emailing us and coming to our events and saying, "You need help? I'm happy to help you." You know, and then after a while, they were like, "Well, my husband wants to help also, and my kids want to help." So it's really, really, the love has been overwhelming, but so appreciated. And, you know, and again, this is the first time for us. We're not new to Carnival, but Delaware is new to Carnival. Many Delawareans are asking, what does that mean? You know, and we're trying to explain it as much as possible, but we know it's going to be a culture shock. So, you know, because until you experience it, you can't tell it justice. You know, it's like, I always say it's like childbirth, right? Until you experience it, no one can explain it to you, right? And I think Carnival's the same way. Until you, and so we're hoping that we bring out the true experience. Not as massive, because Delaware is a little tiny state. You know, we are the second smallest state in the entire United States, right? But we are going to show big things, and we're super excited about that. So yeah. And, you know, in addition to the marketing, we were talking earlier, you know, Wawa, we have been posting at restaurants. We've been putting a lot of our flyers and posters at, you know, different local restaurants, as well as, you know, barbershops. And Wawa is so open, you know, and even some supermarkets as well, to allow you to put, you know, they have like the community board and putting it there. We had a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I saw your poster at Wawa." And, you know, everybody goes to Wawa, right? Whether it's a soda or a sandwich or whatever it may be, everyone stops at Wawa at some point. So, yeah, so that's been, and you know, and of course, going to a lot of carnivals, you know, we try to support the other carnivals and hope that they support us. But when we're there, we ask for permission to allow to hand out our flyers there. You know, I was at Philly Carnival. I actually saw you. You know, your table was busy, but we did see you there. Yeah, your table was definitely busy. But we were there, and and we asked, and we talked to some of the leaders there, and they introduced us to a lot of people. And we were handing out flyers at Philly Carnival. We did it at Baltimore Carnival, and they were very open to that. So that was also another way that we are reaching out to the individuals, to the community, to the East Coast, the West Coast, everywhere, wherever you're coming from, to put the word out that we are having a carnival. Yeah.
Oh, very good. Very good. How is the reception from, you said that you were going to have people assist you, right? With different things that you're going to do. And you didn't have a build up, but how are you showing this through media? Like, are you doing it through radio? You have an ad besides the flyers and so forth?
No radio show, no ads. Certainly, and it really has been our website and our social media platforms, and of course word of mouth, and asking for, looking for those volunteers, the recruitment process, and of course asking those who did volunteer to share it on their platform. Yeah, but right now, and we, I can't say that we've had some media coverage. We've had not necessarily from volunteers, but there's a carnival coming. We had Delaware Online, which is the local Delaware newspaper, had advertised for us. There was an article just last week, actually, middle of the week. There was an article that talked about the carnival, that it was coming, and the location. Yeah, so we certainly have gotten some support there as well. Yeah, and of course you guys have definitely, your website. I know Ian has been amazing in sharing. Every time we share your things and he shares ours, so we appreciate the platform today as well.
Yeah. I was super excited in order to do this. I know it's long awaiting, and I'm glad that a lot of people was able to make it to the meeting. Ray.
Yeah.
I think I just saw Ray move. All right. So could you describe, like you have at least 6 or 7 bands. Could you describe some of the bands, the costumes? We didn't get to see any of the costumes layout and so forth. Could you describe some of them for me? Just to give people a visual of what they might look like.
I think we're really hoping that people will just come out and see the show. I mean, that's where we are right now. We're really excited to put the show on, and we hope that they'll come out and see the show. We don't have anything really to do with the costumes outside of the fact that we collaborate with the bands, and people have to purchase their costumes, and then we would just ask that people come out to see the show.
All right. So the band sizes, you have how many people in a band? Like,
I was gonna say that, but we have the band coordinator on the phone, which is Ann.
Okay.
I think she'd be more appropriate to answer those questions.
All right. Ann? All right, so we'll take a quick break because I know that's a lot of information. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with Delaware Carnival.
Some take this carnival lightly.
Yes, my beautiful massive. This is DJ Philatrini. Check it. August 11th, starting at 1 p.m. over at North 29th and Chalmers Street. It's the Caribbean Food Expo, brought to you by Island Vibe Radio. Come and be a part of this flavor extravaganza. It's going to be plenty food, plenty music, your Island Vibe DJs on rotation, beautiful people, beautiful vibes. Last year, it was real nice. Believe me, this year is going to be even better. So come on out and let me make a movie.
Come now. Look how long I'm begging you for the saltfish.
Watch your step. Hey girlfriend, go down in the center. 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 This, early Juve morning, waiting for the sun to rise. Hey, mud down and a oil down. Most likely I'm in disguise. GB, 1, now I wanna get on bad. 2, now I wanna jam in the center. 3, girl, I wear your belt back. 4, I wanna jam on your bumper. When I get this feeling is cause trouble. Hey, let me start the bacchanal. Cock up your foot, put your 2 hand on your head. We come out here early to run it red. I drunk with pride and I don't want to see no bed. Nobody can tell me to stop. Hey girlfriend, go down in the center. 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 Hey, Mama, Nabi and GB, come for them. Don't stop, move with the pace. Line up, girl, wind up your waist. Come, girl, I want to take a taste. When I get this feeling is cause trouble. Let me start the bacchanal. Cock up your foot, put your 2 hand on your head. We come out here early to run it red. I drunk with pride and I don't want to see no bed. Nobody can tell me to stop. Hey girlfriend, go down. Cock up your foot, put your 2 hand on your head. Go down in the center. Go down. We come out here early to run it red. Go down in the center. I drunk with pride and I don't want to see no bed. Nobody can tell me to stop. Hey girlfriend, go down in the center. 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 999. Watch your step.
Last year it was real nice.
Maybe
believe me, this year is going to be even better. So come on out.
Been...
We make a move.
Baby girl, I wind to the ground when this chap push back, push back. Baby girl, I wind to the ground when this chap push back, push back. Baby girl, I wind to the ground.
Watch my bounce and buck it on the left, buck it on the right. Watch how I just buck it on the left, buck it on the right. Watch how I just whine at a magical sneak like a criminal, hot like the tropical wine in a typical. And all I wanna do is call you for this wine. Make your get a addictive wine. Watch me come here to blow your mind. Why you hook on to me whole time? Addictive wine. Oh, you make my bubble and grind. I done ready to blow your mind. Wanna take you and make your mind so addictive.
Get a wine, they are bad, too big. When me see you down a train, it that like you want to team the pun and God. You're so addicted, baby, drive me mad. And then you hip on that, then you jump on that. Cock it up for the boss, me tell you congrats. Pump up a short, that like a bike back. You know sugar daddy like it, like that.
Wine, make you get a addictive wine. Watch me come here to blow your mind. Why you hook on to me whole time? Addictive wine. Oh, you make my bubble and grind. I done ready to blow your mind. Wanna take you and make your mind so addictive.
Girl, wine and push back, push back. Every girl I wine to the ground when this chap push back, push back. Every girl I wine to the ground.
Sweet boy, you know you earn it. The way you do some things, me I feel learn it. The way you bend me, you know I deserve it. I make my bubble like that and turn it. Cause I wine at a magical sneak like a criminal, hot like the tropical wine in a typical. And all I wanna do is call you for this wine. Make you get a addictive wine. Watch me come here to blow your mind. Why you hook on to me whole time? Addictive wine. Oh, you make my bubble and grind. I done ready to blow your mind. Wanna take you and make your mind so addictive.
Girl, wine and push back, look back, take this, take that. Every girl a wine to the ground when this chop. Costume look good like a gift wrap. Just so you want me so back up the big chat. Sit down me girl when this song start. You're new to the club so come make your mark. Wine till you sweat, girl you back for your arch. You know me love it every time when me see you just a wine.
Make your gather addictive wine. Watch me come here to blow your mind. Yes, why you hook on to me whole time?
Whole time, whole time.
Wine, how you make my bubble and grind. I done ready to blow your mind. Wanna take you and make your mind. So I take it.
Push.
Live band. We could probably speak a little more about that because we just have one more hour.
Book a chiropractor. It's a serious matter. When she finish with ya, you're back out of order. She don't waste, she don't waste. She don't waste time. She go kill it with real wine. That girl don't play. That girl don't play. That girl don't play. Girl wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass. It's face down, bumper up, girl ready to them up, girl ready to them up. Boy, start to wine and bend, bend over, bend over, bend, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend, bend over, bend over, bend. When you tip, 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 tip over, girl, you gon' make me tip over, girl. The way that you wine is real bacchanal, real bacchanal. Work so hard to make your name, girl is a strong woman, strong woman. How you do it? How you do it? How you do it? How you do it? Them need to practice. You don't need practice, girl. You know you got it. If you know you got it, girl, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass. It's face down, bumper up, girl, ready to them up, girl, ready to them up. Start to wine and bend, bend over, bend over, bend, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend, bend over, bend over, bend over, bend. Take me down on the down on the down on the ground, down 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 on the ground, down on the down on the down on the ground, down 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 on the ground. Bend, 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 bend. You just treat the road like a stage. No man can lock you in no cage. Everybody know your name. They know you're a strong woman, strong woman. How you do it? How you do it? How you do it? How you do it? Them need to practice. You don't need practice, girl. You know you got it. If you know you got it, girl, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass, wine to the bass, to the bass. It's face down, bumper up, girl, you ready to shut them up, girl, you ready to shut them up. It's face down, bumper up, girl, you ready to them up, girl, you ready to them up. Start to wine and bend. Get in the frame, get in the frame, get in the frame. Bring that camera, take a shot. I want to show them what I got. And me don't care what nobody say. I go do it anyway and mash up the whole place. To be creative, history that we make a documentary. Put the cameras one way, documentary. Everybody know, show me your content. Let me see your content. Show me your content. Jump and give them content. Show them your content. Let the camera roll. Let the camera roll. This is how we play. This is why we love Carnival. shots. I want to show them what I got. And we don't care what nobody say. I go to it anywhere. From the old place. If we created history, let we make a documentary. Put the cameras on way. Documentary. Everybody don't show me your content.
No, that's fine. Thank you for tuning in, everyone who just logged in, whether it be listening on the app. We have an app now. You can go to the App Store and download Island Vibe. Just go there, download. Make sure when you're driving that you put it on your Bluetooth. We also have the radio station. If you're listening there, we're on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. You type in Island Vibe there, or you type in Table Talk with Nikki G, the voice. Add us on Instagram. That's Island Vibe with a P at the end. And also Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice. And add me, Nikki G, the voice, on Instagram. Right now, I'm here with my Carnival Committee members from Delaware. If you missed the show earlier, you could go back, rewind, and see the whole thing. They have so much entertainment that's in store for you. They have lots of bands. They have pretty costumes. They have Juve, and we're just getting into all the conversations now. They also have a live band and entertainment as well. Okay? I just wanted to say it doesn't matter if anything is showing. Everybody that's on here, like my show, you feel relaxed. Whether you have something to drink or you're eating or whatever the case may be, you're fine on here.
Thank you. Thank
yeah.
you.
So, and we were speaking about the people in the forefront, right? Would you like to elaborate on that? Who's involved in the carnival?
My committee members or outside of us?
Well, outside of you could elaborate on both, but you could do the ones outside first.
I'll start with us. You spoke to our founder and co-founder. You spoke to our wonderful ED. Daphne is on, she's the one who's corralling all the help that we definitely need. I wish Jeanette and Sean was going to be on here.
I thought Jeanette was going to be on because we were speaking all morning. Yeah,
but they had a tough way, a big meeting earlier this morning, so I can understand. We have Jose, Jose, Robert, Ray, but they're dealing with the road. Please, anybody I forgot, please chime in. Any of the guys.
Abby and Geraldine.
Abby and Geraldine. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Our committee is from all over. Like, we're not all in Delaware, So many people are doing amazing work from other states. We have people out of New York, out of Baltimore, some of our core committee members out of Florida. But it's a wonderful world of virtual, right? And we can just collaborate and do stuff and just, do what we have to do even from afar. So
I like that you are doing that. Not to cut anyone off, but I like that you're doing that you're doing your research, you're involving everyone. And they say, many heads are better than one, because when you collaborate, each state could format that. Even if you have your own committee members, at least you emulate something that people would enjoy,
Exactly. That's part of our mission, cultural sensitivity, inclusivity, and that's a big thing with us, and educating people. Outside of us, who could I put on the forefront? There's so many people, and I don't want to put myself on the line.
Miami.
Yeah. There's so many that we can put on the forefront, guys. And if I forget anyone, please y'all, chime in.
Yeah. Well, I know you had mentioned behind the scenes before Dover and the Spanish organization. Do you want to divulge something about that?
Evan, could you chime in on that for me, please?
Yes, we have an amazing Hispanic organization called NR of Delaware. And a lot of times I feel like all these carnivals cater to the Caribbean. And we see Barbados, we see Haiti, we see all these other islands. But I think that we sometimes, not intentionally, and also trying to get people out more that are Hispanic because Dominican, Puerto Rican, Cuba, all these other different Caribbean islands that do have their own type of carnival. And so we've been working with several of the Hispanic organizations and pulling them in as well and welcoming them and letting them be a part of this event and letting them know that they are included when we say we are for the Caribbean nation.
Yeah, I think that's very, very nice. Before the before we went on break, we were speaking about, the carnival costumes and so forth. So I know, no one is here to represent that. But behind the scenes, you were speaking about you would probably have a band launch next year. Could you elaborate about that? Behind the scenes, how it goes when someone needs to register, what numbers they need to go to, what website. You had mentioned the website before, but because of our listeners that probably just logged in, give us some behind the scenes information on registration, deadlines, and all those good things.
We actually did have collaborated with a couple of band launches for some of the more local bands that's going to be in the carnival.
Okay.
But we totally leave all that up. The carnival, we try not to get too much involved with what the bands have going on.
Okay.
Because we don't, if there's any hiccups, it doesn't fall back on the organization. They're independent. They're pretty much like their own business.
Okay.
So when once they sign on to be a part of Delaware Carnival
and the entertainment and the vendors and so forth, and then everybody individually do their thing.
absolutely, we're just more focused on them following the rules of the road.
Okay. Okay. And
In addition, we support them. You know, we like you was saying, some of our events, we invited them to come and showcase their, put up their banners, showcase their costumes if they wish, and so we certainly have allowed them to do that, and we try to support them. It, like she said, putting the forwarding information to them. So if somebody calls us and say, "How do I get a band?" We're biased to all of them, so we just send an individual all the bands. Well, here's everyone, and here's their contact info.
Yeah,
you get to pick. So we're not saying, okay, pick this one versus that one. As the bands register with us, they just get added to that list. So when someone inquires about a band, if there's 5 bands registered, they get all 5. If there's 8 band registered that have sections and costumes and whatever available, that individual gets all 5. So
all right. So being that is down to the wire, right? And registration is closed, but you kind of still have it open. What are the criterias of accepting a band at this point in time?
Registration is closed for the bands. We do have 3 that recently they just have to have everything. They have to have all the application and everything in and ready to go because we cannot delay. It's a short time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the applications that they get, let's say I'm a newcomer and I don't know where to get my applications. Where would someone go to get applications? Do they get it on your website, or is it like, where would they get it?
I forward it. Once I receive their information, I forward it to them. They usually will get my phone number, or my email.
Okay, from the
and
website?
Yes.
They can also get it on the website.
Okay, perfect.
On .org.
Okay. All right. So Juve, we were speaking about Juve. I was speaking to a friend during the week. I did a show. First to begin, I want to apologize because one of my friends called me And I had mentioned I had my certain thoughts about, certain types of music and Grenadian music, even for soca, as a kid, there's certain things that you gravitate to, certain music you gravitate to, and so forth, right? So I just wanted to apologize to any of my friends who are Grenadians that thought that I didn't like Grenadian music. It's not that. I did not quite understand when I was younger the music and what it involved, and the Blue Devils and the all these different jabs and stuff like that. But then the good thing is he sent me a link to the music. He explained about Grenadian jab. I had a history lesson as well from one of my producer friends that I was speaking to him, and it was a great lesson because some things you don't know everything, right? So anybody who wants to divulge, whatever country you're from, you having a juve, could you explain that? And if you want to go into your country's jab or juve, and how is it? Ivan, you were speaking to me about it. I'll pick on someone to speak. Or even Anne, any one of you who wants to speak about it.
I can tell you what I grew up with as
Okay.
Juve.
Yeah.
I grew up, anyone who knows my email, they will see what they may think is a weird character on there.
Yeah.
Which is a Borokit. So, when you talk to some people about what Borokit is, the first thing that comes to their mind is the band. From Belmont, they play Borokit, they get painted up, they get dirty. But Borokit was actually based off of an actual character these several decades ago in the 1800s. So the Borokit is really built off of a donkey, and it looks like the big behind. So that's what I grew up with as Juve. I Blue Devil.
Yeah.
I know some people have different experiences. What is now Juve for most people, young and old, is Camboulet, which Camboulet is for it's authentic as authentic goes. That's where that's where Carnival came from. That's it. That's the pain and the sorrow and the pulling that we had to do centuries ago. But Camboulet is the new Juve, which, as we know, it's powder paint, water, mud, or even though mud is dry. But that's the Juve I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I grew up with, I should say.
And if I could just chime in, I think it's important to understand the history of Juve. So before they had like the street parades, the point is that Juve has a whole history behind it. It is about the pain, the suffering, but also the joy and the celebration of the freedom that they had. And it's not meant to be a big production. It is actually meant to be in its simplest form, which is you recycle what you have. You can make that celebration out of absolutely nothing or something that is found right in the open, any element. So if it rains, it's okay. We'll take the water.
Yeah.
If we have mud, we'll paint our skin with it.
Yeah.
We don't need to add the colors. If you need an instrument, you can pick up a bottle or a pot or your
biscuit
washboard.
pan. These to be big and biscuit pan.
Yeah, or a biscuit. Yeah. So that is the point behind Juve.
Yeah.
It's that in our simplest form, we can still celebrate. And even in our pain, we can find that moment to feel free or have that joy.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that we also know that the Holi Festival, which is an Asian festival, is also very similar to ours as well. And they do it to give their they're not sacrifice, but they're like to show tribute And so that's the same thing that we're doing, except that we're cherishing our people and, you know, our strength through it all from generation to generation passed down. So it's like our own Caribbean folklore.
And
So
just
I
to
think that's
piggy,
important for people to understand.
and I apologize, I didn't mean to cut off in reference to Holly. It's just like as evilly said, it's about freedom, it's about emancipation, you know, uh, that with Holly, it's all about they live in a caste system, but when Holly comes, everybody is everybody. So it's just a coming together. There's no caste system here in that culture. So just like Emily said, it's about emancipation, freedom, creativity, happiness, joy.
Yeah. And I think that's what people didn't understand before, you know. So it's great that you explaining that. People looked at it, you know, some cultures would do the frog, the in the mouth, or the fish, or the
Yes.
chains, and you know, all these different things.
Yes.
But I know someone who said that I can't divulge it yet. There's something that he wants to do in reference to the history of Camberley. And without people knowing what the history is and just thinking it's a big party, people stray away from what the real reason of the Juve is, you know? Yes,
Exactly.
people drink and people do certain things, but the real reason of it is a celebration of freedom.
Yeah, if I excuse me, if I could chime in,
Sure.
in Haiti, left Haiti when I was a child, so I never was able to go to Juve, right? We went to Carnival, but we didn't, you know, they wouldn't take, you know, a 7-year-old, 5-year-old to Juve, right? But when I know the history,
Oh,
you
Daphne,
know,
you're breaking up a little.
music, you know, oh, sorry, yeah, because I'm on the road. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
The music. Okay, great. The music at Juve for Haitians and all the islands, to be honest, is again that expression of freedom, right? We have Gaga, we have Carnaval, and we pretty much have a whole different genre of music that is catered to that to that history, to show our strength and our power of as individuals, as a country, and what we had to overcome. So we, you know, Haitians also have jab jab, which is very similar to a little bit different than Grenada, but again, a lot of similarities. But when we pick up a bottle to turn it into music, is because even if we don't have the instrument, we are going to dance. Dance brings us joy. When I think back of the earthquake that happened, which everyone knows about, one of the things that resonated with me during that time was, as tragic as that earthquake was, the Haitians found joy in music. They were chanting, you know, chanting gospel music, chanting all types of music just to lift their spirits. And that's what, to me, Juve and Carnival does, right? It brings out the joy and the sadness, but it brings out the joy to overcome the sadness.
Yeah.
Because of what we know we've been through and how we express it. And yes, you're right. We do eat and drink, and you know, now we throw pain and we just love it and we enjoy it. But the history behind it really is the suffering that we endured and how we overcame it. And we did that through the sound of music and the joy of colors such as paint and powder.
Yeah. That's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love Carnival. I didn't get to experiences, as you said, like, you know, certain age groups they wouldn't take to Carnival. Believe it or not, I played Carnival once in Trinidad. Well, twice after I went back home, but as a child I played once. And then when I went back, I played as a grown up. I had my kids already. and it was a beautiful experience. So seeing it in New York, like I'd usually go to New York, DC, or any one of our surrounding areas that has a great carnival, you know, to get a feel of still being in the Caribbean. And once in a while, I'll go home, whether for Christmas or for carnival. But once you do the carnival, the last time that I did it, I think I said, you know what, I had enough for 6 years because the walking and the route and all that is so long in the city. You know, I was like, you know what, give me another 6 years and then I'll come back, you know? But so let's speak about the route. How is it? Give me a description of what it's like, where it starts from, the address, and so forth. Ray, if you'd like to jump in.
All right. All right. Hopefully, you guys could hear me. I was having a little trouble earlier.
Oh yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, it cut off on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So our carnival is actually a road carnival. So people get to experience being on the road.
Yeah.
We have the staging area where all the bands will be, which is in Dover, Delaware, on Jerusalem. That's where all the bands will prep and get themselves ready.
Yeah.
And from there, they will start right there. When they turn off Jerusalem onto Lucaman, and then the route runs down Lucaman all the way to what is the name of that street?
Is it Legislative Mall?
Legislative Mall. Correct. Yes.
Okay. So is it like a 2-3 mile radius or a mile radius or so?
Okay. Yeah, it's a little under a mile. It's
okay.
A little under a mile radius. Yes.
All right. So you have the vendors on the streets, like lined up on the streets?
No, all our vendors will be set up at legislative Mall, where that's where the concert all that will be held.
Okay. All right. You have a stage. I know in New York, like I'm trying to visualize it. So in New York, I know they usually have like barriers. Being that it's going to be a road experience, do you have these barriers where people, you would have the masqueraders where they'll be safe and the trucks?
No, we're not doing. No, we won't have barriers, but the bands themselves, they would have their own barriers.
Okay.
Basically, like rope where their security, each band will have their own security that has that blocked in, so people can't jump in and out of their bands. Just like in Trinidad. In Trinidad, when you're on the road, you're on the road.
Yeah.
They have the security, all their security with their ropes. And they keep everything roped off and just go right down the road.
Keep on going. Yeah. I took a look at your Instagram and I see you have for planning your trips. Is someone responsible for like the Airbnb where people could speak to someone in the committee about that? Or is just something that you put online where people could just click on it and get information?
Yeah. No one is responsible for that on our committee. We just put out the information.
We just put that additional information out because we were getting a lot of feedback that in the Dover around the surrounding areas of Dover, there were no more hotels or Airbnb. So we sent out additional areas where they can hopefully.
Yeah, Ivan, your phone was breaking up.
Your phone just went.
Yeah, but just to pick up where she left off.
Yeah.
What happened was we were getting emails from a lot of people that's coming in town that they were having trouble finding hotels and Airbnbs because at that point, basically the whole entire surrounding area, everything is sold out.
It's booked up.
Booked out. Yeah. So we put that out for people to know the other surrounding areas that they can reach out to see, if they can find availability in those areas.
All right, very good. So give us a little synopsis of the events that you have, the dates that you have as well, and then we'll get into the artists. Anyone who'd like to chime in?
Well, Friday, as you know, you guys just got off the Juve topic.
Yeah.
So Friday is the kickoff with the Juve. It's a day Juve. We starting at 12.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going till, I would say, 11 p.m.
Ooh, wow.
We giving people time to. We know some people not gonna take off of work. Come after work.
True.
We going. We want to give everyone this experience.
Yeah.
It's the first time, so we get the experience. We want to prepare them.
And they actually, not to cut you off, but at least they actually get in to enjoy the nighttime as well.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So they get a daytime into night. So it's almost like a regular Juve, just backwards. Right, with Juve, where you come in the morning, you start early in the morning, and until daybreak.
We call it sundown Juve.
Sundown Juve, nice.
Yes.
All right.
And then from there we have, the following day we have the carnival. Which again I believe I told it starts at 11.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you see all the bands and the masqueraders.
Yeah.
And leading straight to the concert. So everything just leads right on the road straight to the concert.
To the concert.
Which is legislative mall, yes.
All right. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we'll take a break. Everyone, you can go to give them your handles of where they can go on Instagram, so we can have people check that out, and then we'll take a quick break.
Our Instagram. The Instagram is Delaware Caribbean Carnival _2024. Also, our organization on Instagram is CCA Caribbean Culture Awareness on Instagram, and the same thing on Facebook, TikTok, and also you guys can reach out to us at our website, which is usca.org.
All right, thank you. All right, keep it locked to islandvibe.net with Table Talk Show, Nikki G the Voice. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back with Delaware Committee members and give you some more information. I'm going to check my app, see if people have questions as well. Usually I play a little game. We'll see if we can get into that little game, and then, hope everybody is enjoying their day. All right. See you in a couple of secs.
What to do? Let me see how stick you could get. See how stick you could
down, wet me down. Right now I overeat it. Wet me down, wet me down. Wet me down, wet me down. Wet me down, wet me down. Right now I overeat it. Welcome to Soca. It's sweet time right now. Welcome to Soca. Welcome to Soca. Hey, who bring the vibe is we the shell on the dance, mash up the fest, tear down the old party. They can get start to wine, man start to fest now. Place dirty, is real vibing, yeah. Shoes muddy, and I just don't care. Party we say, once it a girl then we day, once it a rum then we'll play. Could be Monday or Tuesday. We do this every day, and I don't care what they say. Want some place, yeah. One question I want to know: who bring the vibe? Who bring the sweat to life? Soca, make we party all night, make a bumper start wine. Soca, from time you step up the plate, we fed every day. Tell them I say, welcome to Soca, I from the land of Soca, I representing Soca, hey, I from the land of Soca, it's the greatest show. Welcome to Soca, different, this party different, when women in the system, this party different, one call and the whole team jump out, it to be real loud, pick up the team cause you real proud, bear my thing what we talk about, so forget the shot and give me a case, they only calling me pep cause you know my team be running the place, precision with every play, pump and free so don't let it wave, yeah, up on the stage, yeah, starting to wave, what question they asking me, who bring the vibe, who bring the sweat to life, Soca, make we party all night, make a bumper start wine, Soca, from time you step up the plane, you know we don't play, yeah, welcome to Soca, I from the land of Soca, I representing Soca, hey, I from the land of Soca, it's the greatest show, welcome to Soca, hey, we run things, yeah, we run things, we run things, we don't need no chats, no billboard. Once it has some good vibes in we class, then link up. We could take a boat or take a car. The party is back and all as soon as we land. Tell them, welcome to Soca.
So that's why I was like, I think she's very experienced. Like I could, yeah.
Mine, I greedy cause everything is mine. It's mine, yeah. Bacchanals follow me everywhere we go. And nobody could come and take nothing for no papi show. Enough is never enough, yeah. Never enough. How they go say I'm party too much, yeah. Party too much. I feel like go there if I stop, yeah. If I stop, my doctor prescribe. Ask me mother if I lie. Tell them the road is mine. This bet is mine. That rum is mine. That whisk is mine. I trained my whole life to wine, to get on wild. I greedy cause everything is mine. I trained my whole life to ramoger, to get on and jingle, to mash up this whole party. I trained my whole life to ramoger, to get on and jingle, to mash up this whole party. I greedy cause everything is mine. Culture more precious than diamonds and even gold.
People, welcome back to Table Talk Show with Nikki the Voice. I have my Delaware committee members who's on here. The time has gone by so fast, and I know everybody's used to my time, which is 10 to 2. This is just a special show. We wanted to accommodate everyone on the committee. This is the most people that I've had on my show at one time, and I'm super grateful that everybody was able to make it. If people, well, everyone on the committee was able to make it, you know, Daphne and Eva, and I have Anne, I have Everly, and I have Ray. And they have other committee members who are all over, like different states. And, if you guys are now logging in, make sure that you go to our YouTube page, which is Island Vibe, VYBE. Type in that and you'll see it on YouTube. Or you could go to Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice. We also have our app that you could go on. You could listen to us on there. Let's say if you're in the car and you're driving along, you could listen to the show there. Or if you're at home, you could listen on your computer. All right. First of all, I want to thank you guys before the show ends. We still have like 30 minutes to go, and I know the time goes by really fast. So I want to thank you so much for being a part of my show, for taking the time. I know coordination of time and things that you have to do, and preparing for such a huge carnival. I know it's time consuming, but when you do what you love and enjoy, then time is non-existent sometimes. you know so let me see. Everly, I know you have like a little sore throat. Would you like to say anything else to my listeners? I don't know if Everly's there.
Hi, yes. I'd
Hi.
like to just thank you also for having us on the show. And I'm super excited by everything that we've been working on. Our team is phenomenal. They work very hard, and we're very excited. This is something that has never been done in the state of Delaware before, so we are making history in that way. And we have some other special treats during our show that also are first and historical as well. And we're super excited. We don't want to give away the whole show because we want people to be excited about it and to come out and to see just how far and how thoughtful and every detail that we've put into this show.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm looking forward. I know I'm going to be there, so I'm looking forward to it as well. Ray, would you like to say something on behalf of everyone or behalf of yourself? Oh, we can't. You're on mute. Oh, you're not seeing it? Hold on. Let me see if I could. I'm not able to turn it on for you. All right. Anne, would you like to say something while Ray? Oh, he's on. Is he? No.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
all right. Yeah, as far as the mute, I said I was unable to hear you guys just now. I don't know. There was for some reason.
Oh, okay. No, we were just basically talking about the committee and what's going on, and how time consuming something like this could be. But when you enjoy doing what you do, then time sometimes is non-existent, but you have to do what you have to do, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And Everly was saying that you have something special that's going to happen later on in the event, and there's so much that you have in store. So if you'd like to piggyback off of that to give our listeners more information about behind the scenes and what it's taking.
Well, behind the scenes, I'll tell you, it's a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights. To bring a carnival is a lot more work than people may think. It's a lot to keep up with, especially when you have all these people involved, vendors, everything. We have to make sure we have the proper information that's needed. Like for instance, Jeanette and them couldn't make it today because they had a vendor meeting, which is very important to have everything in order, because people are going to ask questions. So it's very important that we have to educate ourselves on everything so we can have these answers for when people ask them. So it's never ending.
Yeah, that is true. It is never ending. And as you're speaking about, the education of what you're doing and Carnival, I mean, everyone, I'm sure you might probably have a business on the side, or, dealing with the Carnival Committee. What are some things that people can do in order to learn about the culture of what is about to happen in Delaware? Whether it be through through the committee or your personal business that you have?
Yeah, you guys, they can follow our social media. We also, like, once again, we have the website that's up. We all, everyone here, we all have our social medias. We put up everything we have going on, that we went out to the public. We put it out there. What else we have? Am I missing anything else?
I can add our sponsors. A lot of our sponsors have been so gracious. They help us with the advertising as well. They support us in so many ways, not just with product and services, monetary donations, but certainly marketing and exposure. So we've had a lot of sponsors helping us to spread the word.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, and we also try to get out there as we were talking earlier. We had like our fly. Daphne mentioned earlier of us having our flies on Wawa. Our fly, our marketing team and just the entire team. We have done I think we have done a very good job of getting this out there, because we have people, even still till now, our emails are probably ringing off of people are still finding out. A lot of people know about it, and there's people still finding about about this. It's reaching places that we didn't expect. Like, even for instance, we just came from DC Baltimore Carnival, and I could tell you almost every truck. I'm not gonna say every truck, but almost every truck was on the road announcing Delaware Carnival is next. Everybody.
Wow.
So that was to be out there and hear that. It was, it make you feel good about the work that's being put out. That means, we're doing something right. We're doing something,
Yeah,
especially being the first carnival, it's a good feeling.
I like the collaborative efforts and the cross promotion that's going on. I think that's a good look for everyone.
Well, one of the things is no reason to reinvent the wheel, right? It's already out there, and why not piggyback off of others who have done it before? When you think of Miami Carnival, Baltimore Carnival, and those associations down there, they have gone through multiple changes. I mean, as a carnival goer, and I'm no expert on it, because I didn't start going until I was much older, right? In my adult years. But especially like the faraway ones. I grew up in New York, so Eastern Parkway. Yes, absolutely, I was there every year. But going out of state and out of the country carnivals, I just started doing that probably, like I say, in my adult years after my kids grew up. But learning from them, seeing how they're doing it, asking them to share, and they were so open to doing so. Why would we try to do it ourselves when someone's already done it before?
True.
They were able to share their experiences, good and bad, so we can learn from that. And bring it back to to Delaware, to the state, and then find out, because of course now you've got state regulations. Those are different, right? What's happening in Miami and what's happening in New York and what's happening in Delaware is very different, because you've got the legislators and the policies and the state guidelines. So you have to, but they were able to tell us, don't forget to look for permits. Don't forget to find out about this. You need to know about street permits are different than food vendor permits, and it's your responsibility to be able to know what is needed within your state. So this is information, again, some of it we knew, some of it we didn't know. As we were, engaging with these other associations, and they were so willing to give us that information, we were able to bring it back to our state and say, okay, what is it? What is the guidelines in Delaware? What do we need to know? What else is there? And so we felt educated and prepared to even ask the questions, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know, right? Then, and I'm not saying that we're not going to have hiccups, because probably will. And, but this year is going to be one set of successes and failures, and next year will be another. And each year will grow from there. And we expect that, and we embrace that. If you don't expect to fail, you'll never succeed. But you learn from your failures and what they are. But you also prepare, right? Because if you don't prepare, if you don't have a plan, your plan is to fail, right? So we spent months and months of planning and conversations and researching, and and again, lots and lots of conversations. But that's just to help us bring as much quality to the carnival as possible.
And that's the main goal, is to bring that quality and that blueprint that you have. Like you're speaking about it, and all I'm hearing is basically the blueprint of Carnival and the expectations of the people and what you're going to bring to your people. And then next year, as you said, you do bigger and better, or you know exactly what you need to do for future reference. All right.
Yeah.
I wanted to speak about the artist. When you pick an artist, right? The thing with music is a two-part question. How did you go about selecting your artist to know like who you wanted? And the next thing is, within our culture, people's been talking about, oh, when you go to Carnival, why are people playing other music instead of just soca, right? Do you think, like, is all of your artists just strictly soca? Have you incorporated Afro beats in it as well? And what was the thought process of your artists that you have? And you could go into naming the artists that you have too, just to elaborate on that. Ray, you could jump in if you'd like, and then anyone could chime in.
All right. As far as picking the artists, well, we went. It's our first year. So our funding, of course, in the first year, our funding wouldn't be so great.
Yeah.
So as far as the artists, like with Marsville and J-Del, we have relationships with them.
Okay.
So we had to go with who we know would work with us for the year.
First.
That's also trending. That's going to give people a good vibe.
Yeah.
As far as the different genres on the road, I feel like, and some people may think I'm biased on it. On the road, when it comes to Carnival, I feel like, soca is the genre that has Carnival to where it is today. It's always been. But as far as like your concert, the afterwards and all that, it doesn't, I don't feel like it has to be limited to just soca, But like I said, time changes, more people get involved with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, as far as the road, I like, not to be biased or anything like that, just for me. Other people in our committee as well may feel, they feel a little different. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody, every that doesn't mean we have to not like each other. Everyone has their opinion on what they believe something should be.
Yeah.
So so I feel like a road carnival has always been soca on the road. When you're on the road, it's soca has been formed in to that music where you could walk, and when back they don't talk about walking whining no more.
Chip, yeah.
The chip, walking with that, it's the music you can walk and whine and go down the road with that. A lot of the other genres, you really can't do that. So
well, Ray knows that I was going to come in. He knew I was coming after him for this one, right?
Right.
And he's absolutely right. I mean, soca is the genre that started it all. Calypso, right? And then we went into soca, and then and you whine and you jump and you fet, right?
Yeah.
But there is, there's in Haiti, it's we don't really listen to soca, right? And again, I haven't been to Haiti Carnival since very little, right? However, they create every year there is a special, the bands, regular, Haitian performers and artists or whatever, many of them specialize and create songs just for the annual carnival, right? And it gets released just like, soca artists do as well, right? They get released for carnival, for the start of carnival. But the genre is not soca. It is well, now today, the last couple of years it's gabodai. But they also have what they call carnaval, which is again fast paced, jump. I mean, I know you see them on Eastern Parkway, going to New York.
Yes.
So there are other genres, and then there's our Latin brothers and sisters, the Dominican Republic and Brazil, and they have their style of music that brings an excitement to carnival as well, but in their own way. Right? It's a different type of march. It's a different type of dance as you parade down the route. And we embrace that as well. And Afrobeats is gaining, a lot of momentum of course, here in America. I mean, everyone's now listening to it and dancing to it, and we're learning the dances, right? Because when we first started listening to Afrobeats, and we're like, oh, what is this, right? And I'm not in the music industry, but I affiliate with a lot of people who are DJs and in the music industry, and you're learning about it, but you also want to learn more and you want to embrace it, and you're saying, okay, how do we incorporate it in carnival? Because again, if you listen to the beat and you're dancing to the beat, I don't know all the words in Afrobeats because they speak English and African, but I certainly can appreciate the rhythm and learn the dances and react to that, right? And take that on the road and say, okay, how do I make it work? Can I do a jump? Sure I can. I can jump to anything, but that's just me, right?
So true, so true. Anne or Eva Lee, would you guys like to jump in to say anything? We have 10 more minutes. So anything that you would like to contribute to let the listeners know what to expect. Are you having any rewards at the end where the band members would probably get a reward or something like that?
I'll let Ann talk about that part, but there's a couple things that I did want to leave off with.
Okay.
One, I wanted to send much appreciation and thanks to our sponsors like the City of Dover, who welcomed us with open arms and made our transition to Dover tremendously easy, and we are very grateful for that support. I also wanted to thank Cleaver B, our stage sponsors, because it's important for us to be safe and to have the artists safe as they're performing. So we are very grateful to that company as well.
Security.
We want to thank the City of Dover Police for working with us to make sure that the streets are closed and traffic is going to be safely allowing the parade to proceed. And all of my organization staff, I always want to thank them because we put in those days and nights and days. So definitely wanted to show appreciation there. I wanted to also say that just to piggyback off of what everybody else said just now, that yes, absolutely, we always want to make sure it's in our name. It's about the entire Caribbean and about us really showing that awareness of the entire Caribbean. And the Caribbean is not just one island specifically. And we are very rooted, and our mission is to make sure that we teach people about the roots of Carnival. And so we can't forget where it came from. And we can't forget the African side of it. We can't forget the French, the Haitian community, the Hispanic community. There's no one that we're going to leave out of it. And that's was really what we were trying to do, incorporate everybody and make sure that it has that unison feeling. Our It's in our logo, you know, that we're forever united by culture.
Yeah.
And I think that that's important for everybody to know. If we had to say it all in one word, in one saying, that it's all about the culture.
I love that. Very nice. And it is about the culture. And I think that's why we do it. I love the unity within the islands. And when we talk about our carnival, when we talk about our culture, we talk about food, whatever it may be, you see the love that we have for each thing that we represent, you know? Anne, would you like to say something?
I think, and she was trying to, I think she got kicked off and she was trying to get back in. She just sent a message saying that it's not letting her back in, her and Evan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. If they tried, did they try? Because I see her picture. Did she try logging out and logging in again?
I don't know. I just resent them the link again. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if they got back in. Let me see.
All right. So, Ray, would you like to give them your handles again? Because I know sometimes people would probably now log in, probably now waking up or doing something this morning. So give them your handles again so they could go on your page, they could go on your website and see, you know, what they need to see, especially the vendors. I know you said for the vendors and for the band leaders it's closed, but you have some exceptions. So give us that information and then we'll play some music and
All right, so you guys can reach us. Our website is info at usacca.org.
That's actually the email. Our website is www.usacca.org. And you can get in contact with us if you use info@usacca.org.
Okay. Very nice.
The best way to follow us is to like us on Facebook and follow us on Facebook. You can check our website. If you look at the bottom of our website, they have all the links to most of our pages there. You can go and click them and it should take you over to those pages, to the social media pages. You can look up some of our history, things that we have going on, things we hope to have in the future on the same website. And just look for us on Facebook because we do go live, we do interact, we do answer questions when we get them, and we like to keep people informed and interacting with our supporters and our fans.
Very nice. So through everything, I mean, the carnival is happening very soon, right? The 16th, 17th. What are the dates? 16th, 17th? Just the two dates for event and carnival?
That's correct. Yeah, 2 days.
Okay.
So Friday the 16th is Juve, starting at 12 until we can't go anymore. And Saturday the 17th of August is Carnival, and parade starts. Well, setup starts at 11. Parade starts at 12 o'clock, and the concert is scheduled to begin somewhere between 3 and 4 o'clock.
All right. Is there any rules or regulations on the road that you can share with us for the patrons, the band leaders, the any rules or regulations that you're able to share?
Stay away from the wheels of the truck.
Yes, very important.
All rolling, very important. Again, Ray mentioned that the individual bands and the trucks themselves have to have their own security and their own safety measures, such as ropes to keep people away from the wheels of the truck. So we ask that the onlookers, try to stay on the sidewalks, preferably. It's the safest place. But if you want to be in the crowd, then behind the truck is the best place to be. Not in front, not to the side. Behind the truck is the safest place. That's where the speakers are. So that's really where you want to be, because that's where the music is coming. That's where you should be.
Just so everybody knows that the carnival on the 17th is a family-friendly event. Means there's no age or discrimination from the oldest to the youngest. Bring everybody. That is perfectly fine. There will be zero alcohol. There will be no alcohol allowed at that event because it's a family-oriented event, and we want everybody coherent and having a wonderful traditional Caribbean style carnival parade.
Oh, nice.
The event on the 16th, however, is more catered towards older crowd. You have to be at least 16 to be in that event, or is it 16?
You have to be 60. All right. But how are you controlling that for the event? That's the event at night you're speaking about? The concert?
Yeah, the Juve.
Oh, the Juve.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Juve on the 16th. Yeah.
Okay, got you. So the Juve is for adults. All right. Do you have bands or are they registering? So that's how you know that they're of age.
They'll have bands. We will have bands.
They'll give out bands. All right. And registration.
And they can register on Eventbrite. They can register on Eventbrite to purchase their tickets ahead of time. We do recommend they do that. It's actually cheaper. At the door, it will the cost will go up. We prefer not to take any payments at the door, but of course we won't turn anybody away. So if people could go on Eventbrite now and get their tickets early, we highly recommend that. Go for it. Makes it easier for you and easier for us, and of course minimizes the lines at the door front the gate, right? And as for Carnival, to add on to what Evelise said, bring your lawn chairs. It is family friendly, but bring your lawn chairs for the concert. The vendors will be circled around, but there's going to be space. First come, first serve, of course. But bring your lawn chairs. No tents though. No tents for onlookers. You can bring lawn chairs and maybe a small blanket, picnic style. Enough space.
Okay. All right. Ivan, do you have any last words to discuss with us? Or you'd like our listeners to know? I don't know if she got on. I see the picture. All right. So it's 2:00. I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone for being a part of this show. I'm looking forward to being there. I wish you much success. It sounds great, and I know you guys are going to do great. Everyone sounds, you definitely have a great team on here. I wouldn't mind having you after in order to speak about, what your plans are for next year, how the experience was, and so forth. So I'm here if you need me, right? And I wish you guys all the best. Everyone, please go and log on to, let me get it again. It's Delaware Caribbean Carnival _2024. And go on their website as well. Register and do everything that you need to do in order to be there. All right?
Also, if they can include, besides the Carnival page, we do have our association page, which is Caribbean Carnival Awareness.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Caribbean Culture Awareness.
And that's USA.
I'm sorry, it's Caribbean Culture Awareness. I apologize. Thank you for correcting me.
Okay. And so on Instagram, it's USACCAINC?
Correct.
All right, perfect. All right.
And then on Facebook, it's Caribbean Culture Awareness.
All right. Perfect. All right. You guys have a great day. It was nice having you. Enjoy your weekend and see you on the 16th and 17th.
Thank you so much, Nikki. We appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Hey, it's your Jade and guess what? You see Delaware Carnival, August 17th. Your girl will be coming to shake up your body, girl. With tentative wine.
It's the Caribbean Food Expo, brought to you by Island Vibe Radio.
This is one. See you there.
Come and be a part of this flavor extravaganza. There's gonna be plenty of food.
I would put the write-up on YouTube so everyone would see. So any information that you want me to include in there besides the website, I mean, I have the website and stuff. So anything else, any blurb that you want me to say or include on the YouTube, just send it to me and I will include it there. All right?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Hey, it's your J-Del, and guess what? You see Delaware Carnival, August 17th. Your girl will be coming to shake up your body, girl, with that addictive wine. Cause we up in the party all night. Well, this is one. See you there.